Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I thought I'd go over my solar system, and it's been another, I think about 7 or 8 days. This will be 2 months old. And it's performing just wonderful. Even though we've not had much sun in the last month, still I won't complain. And if you was before, I had this wall full of different items. You know, I had an inverter over there on the right. It had 3 controllers. All these wires hanging everywhere. And the breakers, didn't have proper breakers. Now I've got DC breakers for the batteries and the solar panels. And I've got usable shelving now for things I use quite often. And that's the 2 new batteries that I purchased back in, I think, June. I have to look. I got a date on the side of them somewhere. Oh, back in March. I get old, you forget. And they've been doing great. They're 24-volt batteries, so I've got them in series. That's why I bought them. Let's see here. We're presently at full charge at 28.9 on that one. Let's see if we're balanced out. And that one is at 28.5. So it's a little bit out of balance, but that's okay. Those 2 batteries will give me at full charge about 8 kilowatts, which will run me anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. Right now, we're at full charge. 372 watts are used in the house, and 673 watts off of the solar right now, and 4 amps going into the batteries. The grid is not even connected. It's presently bypassing the grid. Now here we'll go automatically switch to the grid when the battery voltage drops down to, I got it set at 50. So that's 25 volts per battery, which still leaves me a little reserve in case of a brownout. And the wattage on the solar will fluctuate with what's used in the house right now, because of the batteries being on full charge. I say if I was to drop the solar panels for a little bit, we might see what we're getting at this time of day. Okay, as you can see, the solar is dropped out. We're totally on the batteries, and we've got about a 10 amp drain, which is not much. And you heard the fans kick off because the solar actually produces a lot of heat. The transfer from DC to AC off the batteries doesn't produce as much heat at this lower wattage. That's probably the only drawback with this. It is kind of a little bit more noisy, but I've gotten used to it. It's not a big issue. Let's see what the solar will kick up to. And you'll probably hear the fans kick on. Oh, purple light come on. Means we're on solar, not batteries. Red light is batteries. Jumped to 1400 watts. 1500 watts. Of course, that'll change in the near future. As the batteries get charged, the wattage is going to drop the closer they get to full charge. And I've got a watt meter here, and I keep track of, I want to subtract the actual utility wattage from total wattage of the meter reading here. And I've got bus bars, so I can add more batteries without any major changes. Very simple. And this inverter, if you don't recall from last time, now this is capable of 10,200 watts. It's a lot of wattage. I'll probably never use that much wattage at one time. Probably my most maximum wattage would be between 3,000 to 4,000 watts max. The reason I bought that bigger inverter, excuse me, is my theory is if you keep it under 50%, the life of the inverter will be extended because it's not being overworked or working at its max. We just have to wait and see, won't we? I still got some wiring up there that was done originally. This is a transfer switch, which I've got it over on the solar entirely right now, but I can switch it over to the grid. Most of it. I do have some of it solar only, which is everything outside. But now I run it totally all solar. That's a little rundown, and I'm so much more happier with all that mess gone. In the future, we will clean this wall up and repaint it. And when we put the other panels, I already got the wires pulled through here. All I gotta do is put the M4 connectors on it and connect it into the inverter, which is fairly simple because it's got 2 inputs for the panels, so that's a big. And of course I put another set of breakers in for the panels, which is not a big deal. But that's where we're at, guys, and I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, here we go.